Hello and welcome to another Quick Tech News. My name is Aaron, a technical support specialist here at VirtuWorks. In this week's coverage of tech news for the first week of June, we have the release of Intel's latest mobile processors, the announcement of Windows 10 successor due for reveal on the 24th, Norton Antivirus can now mine cryptocurrency, and yet another infrastructure hack, this time to a global meat supplier, and the D.O.J's new policy for managing ransomware and other hacking attacks. Here's what you may have missed. After the announcement in May of Intel's first 11th gen Tiger Lake H series processor, the company has now announced a pair of new U series chips, which marks the first 5 GHz clock speed for the company's U series lineup of lower voltage chips designed for laptops. Like the original 11th gen U series chips, the new chips operate in the 12 watt to 28 watt range. Both new chips are 4-core, 8-thread configurations and feature Intel's Iris Xe integrated graphics. Intel has also announced its latest 5G modem solution for laptops, a new M.2 card that device makers will be able to incorporate into their designs, called the Intel 5G Solution 5000. Intel says that Acer, Asus, and HP will all be offering laptops combining Intel's Tiger Lake chips and the new 5G Solution 5000 cards later this year. Microsoft announced that it will officially unveil the new version of its operating system on June 24th at 11 a.m. Eastern. The company has begun sending out invites to media, and it's revealed that the CEO, Satya Nadella, and Chief Product Officer, Panos Panay, will be headlining the event. Nadella said he's been testing the new OS for the past few months and added, "We will create more opportunity for every Windows developer today and welcome every creator who is looking for the most innovative, new, open platform to build, distribute, and monetize applications." The announcement follows news that Microsoft ended development for Windows 10 X, a variant that was initially meant for dual-screen devices. The company shifted 10X focus to single-screen devices to potentially create a stronger competitor to Chrome OS. Microsoft now plans to bring some of the 10X features into Windows 10 proper. The company also clearly needs to work on Windows support for ARM devices, as its current OS holds back flagship hardware like the Surface Pro X. Now that Apple has successfully moved its computers to ARM-based M1 chips, the ball is in Microsoft's court to help PC makers do the same. Norton LifeLock will roll out a feature for Norton 360 that is not commonly found in legitimate antivirus programs, a built-in miner that will enable users to mine for Ethereum. The company will start giving select participants in its early adopter program access to the feature today, though it intends to make Norton Crypto available to all customers in the coming weeks. The security software company is promoting the miner as a feature meant to protect its customers' ever-evolving digital lives. Norton says that prospective miners usually have to disable antivirus programs to run mining software, since security programs typically block them. But its own miner will obviously be able to run alongside its antivirus product. Norton Crypto uses the device's GPU to mine for Ethereum, which users can then transfer into a wallet that is stored in the cloud to prevent accidental loss due to hardware failure. As Lawrence Abram at Bleeping Computer noted though, Ethereum is quite difficult to mine, especially in recent months. So users' efforts might be pooled together to have a better chance of mining a block. In that case, participants will have to divvy up their earnings, and Norton may be taking a small cut. Gagan Singh, Chief Product Officer at Norton LifeLock, said in a statement, "We are proud to be the first consumer cyber safety company to offer coin miners the ability to safely and easily turn the idle time on their PCs into an opportunity to earn digital currency. With Norton Crypto, our customers can mine for cryptocurrency with just a few clicks, avoiding many barriers to entry in the cryptocurrency ecosystem." Global meat supplier JBS's processing facilities have resumed production following a cyber attack that took out several factories across the US, Canada, and Australia on Monday and Tuesday. The company, which is the world's largest meat processor, anticipated its global operations would be at near full capacity by Thursday, June 3rd. It adds that it's not aware of any evidence at this time that any customer, supplier, or employee data has been compromised. No news outlet has reported either way if JBS was back at full capacity as expected. The FBI has attributed the cyber attack to a Russian group, Revil, a hacker group well known for using ransomware in an attempt to extract millions of dollars from corporations. It has targeted hundreds of entities, including international money transfer service Travelex, Acer, and Apple supplier Quanta. Revil has not publicly claimed responsibility for the JBS attack, and it's just one of a number of hacking groups that appear increasingly emboldened to pursue high-profile targets like major corporations, critical infrastructure, and city governments. Following May's attack on the Colonial Pipeline, which was attributed to the apolitical group DarkSide, the Department of Homeland Security's TSA announced a new set of cybersecurity requirements for pipeline owners and operators. Those guidelines more or less amount to have someone responsible for cybersecurity, check your systems, and tell us when something goes wrong more quickly, please. The TSA is considering further measures to enhance pipeline security in the future. The U.S. Department of Justice plans to take a much harsher tack when pursuing cybercriminals involved in ransomware attacks, and will investigate them using strategies similar to those currently employed against foreign and domestic terrorists. The new internal guidelines were passed down to the U.S. Attorney's Office throughout the country on Thursday, outlining a more coordinated approach to investigating attacks. The new guidance includes a stipulation that such investigations be centrally coordinated with the newly created task force on ransomware run by the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. The Wall Street Journal reported that the task force, formed in April, is currently developing a strategy that targets the entire criminal ecosystem around ransomware by prioritizing prosecutions, disruptions of ongoing attacks, and curbs on services that support the attacks, such as online forums that advertise the sale of ransomware or hosting services that facilitate ransomware campaigns. The announcement follows an ongoing and ever-intensifying cybercrime spree in which larger and larger commercial and governmental entities have been hamstrung by cybercrime groups. The last several weeks have seen large companies, including the previously mentioned Colonial Pipeline, paralyzed by hackers, throwing industrial supply chains that millions of Americans rely on into chaos. That wraps up our coverage of the tech news for the week of June 1st. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like the content we're producing, and hit the notification bell to be alerted whenever a new video is posted. Again, my name is Aaron, and I thank you for joining us today.